I have lots of things for you in this video. We went to a church rummage sale, an estate sale, and the flea market. What sold and how am I going to pack it? I'm analyzing another reseller this week to find out what their strategies are. Do you have a strategy? Good morning, good Tuesday morning. Yesterday was Memorial Day, a day that we remember all of those who served our country. Memorial Day is a remembrance day and also a day that I'm sure you enjoyed with family and friends. As I said, it's morning, Tuesday morning, day after Memorial Day. And if you're new here, I'm Vicki with Avante-Avenue, and my husband Mark and I resell on eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark. Pretty much everything is about eBay. So with that said, what do I have for you? We had some sales that I'm going to talk about and show you how I packed them to ship. We went to a very small church rummage sale, an estate sale, and the flea market, the Tri-Cities Flea Market. We live in Northeast Tennessee. We live in Kingsport, Tennessee, and we went to the flea market in Blunttville, Tennessee. And last weekend I slipped in an extra video for you, and it was all about glass. You know, we sell a lot of glass here, a lot of everything, honestly, but a lot of glassware. And I showed you some of the sales, and I want to thank you for your wonderful response to it. I was really surprised with all the comments and feedback and thumbs up, so thank you for that. The next one that I'm working on is all about brass and metal. Anything and everything that's made from metal, predominantly metal. That's the one I'm working on next. I don't know when I'll release it, but it won't be too long. But you know, it takes time to make my videos, and thank you to those of you who comment about that. My videos, on average, the vlog videos take up to 20 hours. It's a whole bunch of mini videos in one, but I'm really enjoying doing them, the vlog style. And then other videos can take me anywhere from 4 to 6 to 8 hours. I like to think I'm getting a little bit faster. It all takes time, along with reselling. So what do I want to tell you? I'm going to analyze another reseller in this video, another YouTuber reseller. And what that means is I pick someone that's a YouTuber reseller and I go through their store and their sales and analyze what I find to see how they're making all those sales. You know, what are their secrets that they're not letting out? What can I glean from what I can see and share with you to help you? And I'm going to tell you right now that I am using one of the techniques that I picked up from one of my analysis, and it's working. It worked really well this weekend. You have to wonder, if I didn't do it, would I have had any sales? I don't know. And what technique was I using? I was using the 30 to 35% off sale markdown, and I kept the offer feature on. And I sent offers on some of the items that were already on sale. Now, some of you have asked me, are you marking up the price before you put it on sale? I want to answer that. After I did my first analysis about a month ago, I tried the 50% off sale, 60% off sale. I marked my prices up before I did that. Did I make a lot of sales? No, I did not. And I determined it was because the items that I put on sale just didn't have the perceived value that they were worth that much anyway. And so the sale of 50 to 60% off just fell flat. So after that, I brought my prices back down to what I thought was fairly normal, although I tend to price higher than these sold comps that I found on eBay. I tend to price $5 to $10 higher. And I brought my prices down a little bit to something more reasonable. I put the make offer feature back on everything, and then I set the sale for 30 to 35% off and using the sales markdown. And I've been getting sales. Am I getting hundreds of sales? No, I'm not one of those huge resellers. I'm just an average person, and I'm not even sure what average is these days. But the sale is working, and honestly, I wouldn't be doing this had I not analyzed these resellers to identify their selling strategies, their pricing and selling strategies. So I know that I've learned something for it, and I'm curious, are you trying out any of the things that I've shared with you? And what are your results? Be sure to leave a comment and let us all know, because I know you like reading each other's comments and commenting on comments. So let us know. I don't have all my papers here this morning to show you what sold, to read from them, because we did things a little bit different today. We've already packed most of the items, and Mark is upstairs running the labels, trying to save time because, you know, when I do the video and everything, it's a long morning, and sometimes we don't get done until 2 in the afternoon. So he's upstairs packing, but I've got the video clips for you of what we sold and how much they sold for and how I packed them. But we had a last minute sale come in this morning when we woke up here. One sale for 2 items, and they're stainless steel milk frothing mugs. I'd sold one before, and Mark and I were just at the Tri-Cities flea market, and I looked at them. There were 3 of them sitting there on the counter, and I said to Mark, these can sell. He said, well, yeah, but we have 2 on the shelf and they haven't sold. I'd sold one before. Passed them up. Probably could have got them for a couple of dollars. Stainless steel frothing mugs, you know, used by coffee houses to make that little decorative frothy heart, if that's how you say it. And I passed them up. And then we sell 2. We sell the last 2 that we have. Maybe we need to go back to the flea market just for those. We received an offer, and 2 of them sold for $28.90 plus shipping. Just keep watching here. I'm going to show you what sold and how I packed it. Sold a hummingbird. I know you can't see it very well, but a hummingbird cast metal plant hook, wall hook. Paid $2 for it and accepted an offer of $10.41 plus ship. Mark, we're looking for an Exploding Kittens game.
Boom.
Yeah, I think it's over there.
By the way, good morning, everybody.
Yes, good morning. That's it.
Exploding Kittens.
Exploding Kittens game, brand new, sealed, paid $2 for it and sold it. Sold it on offer for $12.97 plus ship. We're looking for a sweater. Sold this on Casuals. I think that's how you say it. Odd name. Older. Probably vintage. I probably paid $1 for it, and it sold on offer for $9.99 plus ship. And we sold a Stampin' Up board that was out of my dollar grab bag that I bought at that church rummage sale. It's right behind there. Yep, that's it. Stampin' Up still sells. Do you sell Stampin' Up stuff? I have 10 cents invested. Yes, that's all, 10 cents, because it was a grab bag. Got a bag of scrapbooking materials. Most of it looks new. For $1, I don't know. Sold it on offer for $17 plus ship. This is our lucky section today. We sold another item. It's crafting time, apparently. 2 quilt blocks. Got these at Goodwill up in Bristol. Special edition. Who knew that these things could still sell? There's 2 of them in this package. They are new sealed. Let me show you what it looks like. Something I've never picked up before, but I looked them up and I paid only $1.99 each. The 2 packs sold on sale for $19.47 plus ship. Looking for some napkins in here. There they are. These are a church rummage sale find, brand new, Williams-Sonoma, butterfly jacquard napkins. Paid $1 for the pack and sold them on offer for $20 plus ship. I see it under there. We have to move all of this. Guess we wrapped it, keep the moisture up. All right, let's go find out what it sold for. New Magnavox DTV digital analog converter box. Yes, this old stuff can still sell. Mark just said it's a Goodwill find and we paid $3.99. And it sold on offer for $25.97 plus ship. we sold a Canon SureShot 105 zoom with a case for, first of all, we paid $2.99 at Goodwill, and it sold for $45.47 plus ship. If you ever want to support our channel, there's a couple ways that you can do it. First of all, below this video, there's a see more or description box, and that's where we have our affiliate links for the pack and ship supplies that I use on a regular basis and a host of other things. So if you'd like to support our channel, if you use those links, they're Amazon affiliate links. You pay the same price that we pay. It helps support our channel. We get pennies on the dollar, but hey, pennies add up. And something you may not know, when you're doing reorders of your pack and ship supplies, please come back to our links and order through those again. We get credit every time you use our affiliate links in the description. So reorders count too. And thank you for those of you that use our links and reorder from our links. Every little bit helps. We're still a small YouTuber, so it takes a lot of time and effort to make these videos, and I absolutely love doing it. I enjoy sharing with you. I enjoy the creative process of making videos, but it takes time away from eBay, so your support is greatly appreciated. Who am I analyzing today? Well, if you've watched the last several that I've put out, I do not identify who the reseller is, and that is for a primary purpose. Number one, I don't want to appear to be spamming them. Number two, I don't want this video to be taken down because that could happen. So I keep them anonymous, but there's still so much to be learned from them. Now, as I say that, you might actually pick up some clues through this analysis and you might figure out who it is. Please, please, please do not share their YouTube name, their eBay username, reseller name, store name, channel name. Do not share it. Thank you. Because I don't want this video to be taken down. But still, I find value, and I hope you're finding value in analyzing these YouTuber resellers. They are doing some things that are really interesting. I keep learning a lot. Is there more to be learned by continuing this? I don't know. I've got other things I could put videos out on. So I'm probably going to get back to some of my sourcing videos and other types of videos that I do, but you might see some of my analysis of some resellers to identify their sourcing and selling strategies. I might continue to share some more of these with you, but leave a comment and let me know if you're learning something. That's always helpful. So who do I have for you today? I have another lady reseller. There's a channel name for you, Lady Reseller. I picked this young lady, because, well, she is young. She's probably half my age, maybe half the age of some of the people watching this video, because I know our group predominantly is 40 and up. Let me put it that way, 40 and up. And I think she's younger than 40. I don't really know for sure. But I thought it would be interesting to see, how does someone half my age source for reselling on eBay? Do they source differently? Does age make a difference when it comes to reselling? Truly, I feel like the older we are, the more knowledge we have, because we've probably lived through the 50s, even though we may not remember it, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000, 2010, blah, 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 blah. We've lived through it. We have. And we're still here in 2023. So there's a lot to be said for all of those years, all of those decades of experience, life experience, that makes it easier for us to recognize things that might be antiques, vintage, or retro. And let's face it, we're all vintage. All of us watching this, I'm sure, are over 20 years old. So we're vintage. Fine vintage. Well, let me get back to this, because I have a lot to share with you. I always learn something. I love research and learning. And I do have my cheat sheets, because I have to have cheat sheets for this, because there's a lot to analyze. Let's head out to a small church rummage sale, a lot smaller than I expected, but I found a few things. And then we saw a sign for an estate sale, so we stopped in there too. For those of you who are new here, we have gotten in the habit of taking empty boxes with us, banker boxes, which are great because you can fold them flat if you don't use them. We take a box of packing material because a lot of places don't have packing material. I have my shopping basket with me. I have my notebook where we're going and to note what I bought. And Mark?
Good morning. This is our book to track mileage for every business trip we go out. We've got the date, the starting mileage, the ending mileage, and I've got letter codes for where we're going, like to post office, garage sale, thrift store, etc.
Yeah, and I also write down the starting and ending mileage on my notebook, and of course we have a GPS. So I think we're ready to go. Although today I have to say we're just starting out with a church rummage sale, and that might be all for today. This one, so I'm not going to expect very much from this sale. So this is mostly where some church members set up. There's only 4 tents and then maybe doggy snack jar. It's Pioneer Woman. They have $7.50 on it. I don't know what to do.
I'd say that's dishwasher detergent. It's causing them handles to turn.
Probably, yeah. I didn't know the original stuff didn't say Revere wear on them. Well, you use them long enough, yes. I have trouble seeing, so. All right, a lot of years of cooking, huh? Can you see anything I can't see? These guys are cute. I was thinking about going to the flea market tomorrow. I haven't been there for a long time, you know, the Tri-Cities flea market. You could what?
You can walk yourself to death.
Yeah. I don't walk in all the buildings because they're too dark. I can't see.
Some of those, they're very dark in those things.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair to pay rent and not have good lighting. I don't even bother with those buildings. These are little tea cozies. Cute stuff. I bet you're going to sell out today. It's like kind of like a repro. Do you know anything about this?
I don't. No, I don't. I've had it.
You haven't had that since you got married?
No, but I've had it a long time.
It went away when I got the...
I guess I do need a bag.
I got this Pioneer Woman little doggy treat or candy canister, I guess, because the head comes off here. I paid $5 for him, and he's going for about 20 to 25. Get him wrapped up, and then I paid $5 for these Basset Hound salt and pepper shakers. Got this warm syrup pitcher and this cow refrigerator dish. I paid $5 for those pieces. Unity yard sale. It's Memorial Day weekend. Anything I can't resist in the jewelry? I don't think so. Bookmark. Hi, good, how are you?
I'm hot.
Yeah, already? I think it's kind of cool this morning,
These are
but
$5 each.
okay. I don't know this.
I think, let's see.
Smash, Guilty.
Yeah, Guilty, that's the name. Yeah, Guilty, and then this one's Passion. I thought we had Eternity too, but I don't know.
Are these like name brand, or are they like a
they're
knockoff?
generic brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know much about perfume. I don't actually wear much perfume. Somebody's got allergies. Oh, do you have any more of these?
Oh, we did have in the basement. You want me to?
I like these.
Yeah.
If they're reasonable, I would buy these.
Yeah. All right. When she comes out of the restroom, see what she's got.
Mark, is this? Can you look and see if that's leather, or if I don't think it is. It doesn't feel like leather. It's fossil, but I don't think it's leather.
Some fossil stuff you never know, though. It could be leather, and some of it isn't.
Yeah. Do you buy closeouts? Is that what you do?
No. No, we haven't bought any closeout. We just got it, anything when she finds it on sale or stuff like that.
I only ask because a lot of people are buying like Amazon returns and things like that. Yeah, we don't do it, but we don't.
Cowhide leather.
Yeah. How much is the purse? How much is it? Does it have a price on it? Battery operated candles. Huh. With a remote control. She had one of these over there. The other table she had one. Amish cinnamon pecan bread, $6.50. Yeah, we'll have to catch her too. It's always so hard to look at things when it's stacked like that. Toys. Everybody that's my age remembers these baby shoes, these copper-plated baby shoes. All right, there's a basement here. It's kind of dark in there. I don't know if I'll be able to video. Oh, okay, so much for that. But she found a few cute things here. She's been registered on eBay since 2000. That doesn't mean she's been selling on eBay since 2000. She could have just been registered as a buyer. And I know that she worked part-time for many, many years before going full-time. How much feedback does she have? Good question. As you know, not everyone leaves feedback for you, but you probably leave feedback for most of your sales. So I took a look at her feedback for others. Over 10,200 feedback. So I interpret that as being over 10,200 sales. How much feedback has she received? Over 6,500. What does that equate to? 64% of her sales have left her feedback. Now, a lot of us buy pack and ship supplies on eBay, so some of that feedback we receive is from buying our pack and ship supplies, and who knows what else we buy for our personal and home on eBay, but that feedback's all in there too. She has a good following on her eBay store, 3,200, and I always say, does that equate to her audience, her YouTube audience, following her? Yes, but does it equate to her YouTube audience buying from her? Sometimes, but it's not the majority. We're heading to an estate sale. Estate sale. Oh my goodness, look at the cars. I think we need to park all the way back here. You can only park on one side of the street, and there's tons of people here. We need the exercise. Got my heart rate up. Outland Estate Liquidators, and it is a Friday. It's at 15% off my. That's pretty. How much is that? It's 15. Kitchen and checkout. Gotta go in the kitchen. No, it's not copper. It's not copper clad. I thought it would be Revere. This is a sweet kitchen, sweet old kitchen, huh?
Sink on one side of the appliances on the other side.
Yeah. That's checkout too. I'm going through the house. There's a bunch of new tablecloths. What is this? A bookend for $6, just one though. Some vintage Barbie stuff. Barbie case. Look at this phone. Orange. I've never seen an orange one. That's perfect for Tennessee, right? Retro. We got the aqua tub in the bathroom here. Afghan. What are these things? Some key fobs. I wonder, surely there's a basement here, right? Lots of good stuff. 15 on the sheets. Back to the analysis of this reseller and her strategies. Well, first let's talk about some stats. In her store, she has over 3,000 listings. 817 are new and over 2,000 are used. Nice combination. And 157 non-specified. Don't know if they're new or used. Her lowest price in her store is $3 plus ship. I assume she's clearancing things out. Her highest price in her store is over $3,000. Yep, over 3,000. Does she use make offer? Does she run sales? We'll talk about that later. Down in the basement now. Mark's in here looking around. Oh, look at this cute little cup. Hazel Atlas. That's cute. $3, 15% off. Oh, Sprague's behind me. Almost fell. Singing. Westminster, 55. It's a nice cabinet. There's some collectibles here for sure. Just getting it at the right price. Ball strap. Huge set. I like this old chair.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Hannah's Handiworks. I remember Hannah's Handiworks. $4, 15% off. The owl is cute. That kind of goes on. Lots of phones here. Those are in rusty shape. 24. More phones. Jars. Check out this van. It's got Wonder Bread.
VW bus.
Oh my gosh, Wonder Bread on the side. Too cute. Wasn't that Wonder Bread van cool? We were stopping in Home Depot and we saw that, and I turned on the camera real quick. I love stuff like that. When I analyze a reseller to identify their strategies, I also take a look at the categories in their store. I believe on the first person, yes, the first person that I analyzed, she had a category for clothing, women's clothing, and I believe maybe men's. But after that, everything was put under the category of, do you remember? Other. Yeah, other. They weren't broken down. The items weren't broken down. They just all fell under other. This young lady, because she is young, you know, embrace it, enjoy it. She has 62 categories. Yeah, 62 categories. That's a lot of categories to have to find when you're listing your item to go through. I mean, I probably have about 15 maybe, but 60 some? That's a lot of categories. One tip I would give her if I had the opportunity would be to alphabetize her categories. Did you know you can do that if you have a store? When you're setting up categories, you can put them in alphabetical order or any order that you wish, but it was actually a little awkward as a potential buyer going down through the categories when they were not alphabetical. Maybe that's just the way my mind works. Next, we're going to the Tri-Cities Flea Market. Good morning. We are heading out to breakfast and the flea market today. Haven't been to the flea market in many, many months. It's our Tri-Cities Flea Market in Bluntful, Tennessee. And really want to check the outdoor vendors. The inside vendors, well, there's a couple buildings I like, and there's some I don't like. They're too dark. I can't see what I would be buying, so I avoid those. So come along and let's see if we can find something at the flea market today. Tri-Cities Flea Market. Because I have my cart with me today, we're going to see if we can park on the upper level, because that's where all the outdoor vendors are, behind these buildings. We're here and it's crowded, and I've got my setup here. Let me show you. We've got the big cart, a couple banker boxes. We've got some bubble wrap and packing in one of these, my basket, jacket, water, and all that good stuff. And look at this parking lot. And this is just one level. This is Memorial Day weekend and it's Saturday, so I expect it to be pretty busy. I wonder if that's one of those cabbage leaf type plates. Look at the swans. markings. That's really pretty though. It's unusual to see a large one and 3 little ones with it.
Really?
Normally I just see one or the other, not a whole set like that. Got some pretty things.
As heavy as it looks.
Yeah, how much is that?
This set, I was asking 20.
Oh, it's a set.
20
Okay.
for the whole set. It's 8 glasses.
Do you know anything about it?
No, but I can tell you right here in a minute. I need to do that.
No, that's all right. Pressed glass is not cut glass. But it's pretty. I like the flower on it. It's pretty. Yeah, it is heavy. That's unusual. Look how that comes off. You know where you can put a votive cup or the other? Oh, that's okay. I could have done that too. Checking out this little clock. It's $2. So it needs a battery. I think I might do that. And Mark, I want you to look at this little. I don't know if it's a little cruette or what.
Supposed to be a stopper. I can see there was a ground glass stopper.
Let me see that closer. Little angel dish. Looks like a Christmas angel. Okay, yeah, I'll do that for $1. The rose dish with $1 included. It's probably some kind of church pamphlet or something.
Canada.
I just said A. Being goofy. Did you hear me say A?
Yeah.
We might have found a piece of uranium glass. At least it sure looks like it would glow. They want 6 for it. I don't know. I think it will glow, but we don't have our black light with us. We spotted this all over. Cookie jar for $10 and considered it, but it has a lot of crazing and staining inside. Look at that cookie jar. Cute stuff. And that's not Shawnee. Those are like a craft project there. Art pottery. Does she accept offers on those items in her store? I think you're going to be really surprised at this one. Because out of over 3,000 items, there was make offer on only, guess? What do you think? 137 items. I only found the offer feature on 137 items. Like, wow. You know, we can always still send offers to watchers, so it's not like we have to have the offer feature on there. But I was surprised by that. I really was. What about shipping? Another good question. The buyer pays the shipping. She has 30-day returns set up, and the buyer pays for returns. Oh, and she also does international shipping. I assume through the eBay program. So no free shipping here, which I completely support. We do not have free shipping. She does use auctions on very specific items. Currently, she has auctions on 12 listings. So mostly everything is just buy it now with no offer feature. Very surprised. Yep, I truly am surprised by that. Busy place.
Ice cold drinks here, $1.
There's a monocle, Germany, Ano, something like that. That, my friends, is the oldest singer I've ever seen. Odd color too.
I'll try my best to do it.
Yeah, Mark, that does have an AB finish. You see that, Aurora Borealis? It's really not that heavy though. It's got a coating on it. It's coated coated to make that way. It's really not heavy at all. You would think it would be. Yeah, I've seen those before. I'm trying to guess who made that. I don't think it's high end. That looks like Jeanette. Looks like Jeanette. Really hasn't been a lot of vintage glassware here or vintage anything, so that's why you're not seeing a lot of video today. Let's talk about categories. I already said that she has 62 categories. So what are some of those categories and which ones are her top categories? Do you see this? That's my breakdown of categories. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I'm not going to name off all the categories, that's for sure, but I'll just give some highlights. Women's clothing, accessories, makeup,
jewelry, shoes, purses, bath and body, hats, scarves, etc. Books and magazines, the typical VHS and CDs and things like that. Puzzles, toys, crafts, and household decor, holiday decor, one of my favorites. And everybody's got coffee mugs, right? Kitchen decor, dishes, candles, stationery, advertising collectibles, Plush. A lot of people seem to be buying plush these days.
I always wonder about the sanitizing of it, to tell you the truth. Does everybody use that spray and sanitize it like they do, like they're supposed to do at the thrift stores? Because you typically can't wash plush. I mean, maybe you can. Ink cartridge.
I bought that.
Expires March. That's okay for 50 cents. That's
Careful, it
cute
comes
because
out.
I've never seen the leather with it. That's a quarter. And this is a quarter on the boot. So I'm gonna do the eagle.
I think it looks more like a seagull.
Okay, seagull. I guess I should have said seagull, not eagle. This is pretty. It's not marked. How much is this?
$2. A lot of this stuff came from my maternal grandmother.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Got these glasses, $2 each, 2 of them. Maybe if I could do 2 for $3, I might do them.
They're not the same shade.
Ah,
This is
they're not. One's maybe dishwasher faded. Okay, I'm glad you caught that. No, we're gonna pass. Thank you, hon. Along with YouTube, she has a Facebook group. She's on Instagram. And to my knowledge, she only sells on eBay. I assume Facebook Marketplace, but I don't think she's on Poshmark or Mercari. I'm just not sure. I couldn't find anything. This is a Shawnee lidded dish. We want 15 for it, but it has a chip. I really like this letter holder. Has a little drawer, but I'd want to be at about 5 on it. Otherwise, this is one of the cuter booths inside, except those are mismatched colors. So I'm gonna pass on that. Found this rooster, kind of cute, got a few scratches on it. It's all glass though, it has gold glitter. It's $3. So let's narrow it down on her categories. What I've identified as her top categories. Household decor. She has nearly 700 listings in household decor, and that takes up about 23% of her listings. Next is holiday decor. Who doesn't love holidays, especially vintage? That's about 16% of her listings. After that, I guess you would say clothing and accessories. And then she does quite well in bath and body products, new sealed products. She has about 88 items in that. And truly with 62 categories, it's all spread out. It could be one item in a category to 60, 70 items in a category. Basically, like a lot of us, she has a variety store. Anything she can make a profit on. That's great. Wine rack used for rolling pins. Love that. What a great idea. Can't skinny up much more. It's tight in here. That's pretty. I don't see a price on it. Be so careful. And where does she find these items? Where does she source these items? Along with the typical garage sales and rummage sales and maybe marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, I don't know. I do know though that she likes to go to auctions, not online auctions, but in-person auctions. That has been a great source for her to find some really nice antique and vintage items that have a pretty high value. That's really working out well. And when she gets the opportunity, she goes ahead of time and scopes out the auction and probably research later before she actually goes for the actual bidding on the auction. And they're willing to pay up for things that might bring 5-10 times the value. That's something we don't do here locally. And I'm curious, do you go to auctions? I mean, over 10 years ago, Mark and I went to auctions when I was buying up vintage jewelry. Now you know why I have so much jewelry. One reason I have so much jewelry. I went to auctions and bought out auction lots. But yeah, auctions. I would say that's her primary source for high value items. Although I did pick up on, she does some mail order, some bath and body products or makeup or I think it's makeup. And so she's ordering that in, but then reselling it. So that's a creative idea. That's something I never thought about doing, but then I don't really buy that kind of stuff. I'm pretty simple. Oh my gosh, Sean, look at all these irons. Before, but again, nothing's priced. I don't like that. I don't like it when things aren't priced. Let's talk about her sales. In the last 90 days, she sold over 600 items. Divide that by 3 months because, eBay shows us our sales that we can see for a 90-day period. So divide 652 is what it was, divided by 3 months. The monthly average is 217 sales per month. I would say that's quite good. I would take that in a heartbeat. Her lowest sale was only $4.99 plus ship, but her highest sale, somewhere between $1,100 and $1,200. It was sold on offer, so it fell somewhere within that range, plus ship. What was it? Something I would never guess in a million years. A box set of DVDs. A complete season of DVDs. Do you buy DVDs to resell? Did you ever think they'd be worth $1,100 to $1,200? It's amazing. How did they sell? With the offer feature. She keeps the offer feature on a few things. And something I picked up on both in her active listings and her sold listings. Yes, she sells in a ton of categories, as I said, a variety store. And that, my friends, can be a really great thing. You don't always have to have a niche. Some resellers like a niche, and some of us, maybe you, like us, like a variety, because it depends on what we find when we're out sourcing, what's out in the wild. Do our research. What can we find to resell for good profit? So a variety store is great. Heck, I could have called our channel Vicky's Variety Store. Well, wait, I can't do that because I have to fit Mark in there. Oh, never mind. Back to the subject. She's doing really well with antiques. She's willing to ship a complete punch bowl with all the cups. Can you imagine shipping a punch bowl with all the cups? Vases, pottery, large sets and collections of glassware. Yes, I ship glassware. I've shipped 6-8 glasses at a time, and I think I shipped, how many plates did I ship that one time? 17 dinner plates, glass dinner plates. I have a video on that, pack and ship video.
I dropped it. I was like, where'd it go?
I've got a chip on it. Cheeky mug. 4.
Let me know if you have any question for me.
Okay, thank you. That's 4. It's got a lot of crazing, tons of crazing. That would be $10 for this 3.
How much is it?
You have them at 10. There's
I can do you 5. Half price
5 for all of them.
for each.
Oh, for each?
Yeah.
Or they're 4, 4, and 2. So it's $10 total.
Oh, okay.
$10 total. One of them has a chip, and 2 of them have a lot of crazing. Yeah, I would do 5 for all 3. This is what I picked up on. You know, I talked about our age difference. I am drawn to things from the 60s and 70s. She is drawn to things from the 80s and 90s. Well, in the 80s and 90s, I was out working, and because I didn't have children, I wasn't up on all the toys and collectibles that came out in the 80s and 90s. She's aware because she grew up with these things. I did get a kick out of seeing a Kittle and a Barbie doll because I still had my original Barbies. I was hoping to find them and pull them out and show you my Barbie dolls. I have a Kittle and my Barbie dolls, and she has those in her store too. So along with antiques, she likes vintage. And of course, shoes and clothing and figurines. Figurines and statues, they can bring some pretty good money. Signed pieces whenever possible. Signed pottery, signed glass. And of course, one of my absolute favorites, vintage Christmas. Do you love vintage Christmas? I just love anything from the 50s and 60s that's vintage. It's one of my favorite. And it's one of her favorites too. So we actually have a lot in common. We do. Do I look tired? Yes, I'm tired. Are you tired, Mark?
I'm too tired to respond.
I don't know if you heard him, he's too tired to respond. Yep, that's shop till you drop. A lot of walking. Didn't find much, not much vintage and good stuff. Whoops. Whoa. We didn't find much vintage items. A lot of new stuff at the flea market. And of course there's dealers there, so you really don't get a deal on a lot of things. But we found a few things and it was fun. Something I only want to do about twice a year. We didn't do the car boot haul because we just wanted to keep moving and keep looking. Was she running sales to make those sales? To make those 652 sales in 90 days? Did she have sales on? What do you think? I bet you think what I originally thought, but I was wrong. No sales on. None. How'd she sell all that stuff without running a sale? She only has to make offer on a few things. I guess she's getting watchers and she's sending offers. She did acknowledge recently that her sales are down just like many other resellers, whether they're large YouTuber resellers or everyday resellers like you and me. Her sales are down. In the last 30 days, she said she's down about 20%. Yeah, 20%. It's happening to all of us. Don't feel alone. So what is her reselling style? What are her strategies? How can I wrap this up for you? Number 1 is to research. If you're not already knowledgeable about things, take the time and research them, especially when it comes to things that you've never seen before. It could have a lot of value. For instance, maybe a piece is signed and you missed it, so you didn't buy it. So take time, slow down a little bit, take time, look at the items that you find, look for a signature. Do the research, look it up, use all the tools available to you. We didn't have years ago, a decade ago, Google Lens. We didn't have the YouTube channels and places to learn about things. We have so many resources at our fingertips. And for my research, I use Google Lens, I use Google Images, I use eBay Sold, I use replacements.com. I use a whole host of places to research. So she does a lot of research. And the auctions, you know, I'm going to start checking in to see if we have auctions around here. Do you go to auctions? And do you have the opportunity to research what's at the auction before you bid on it? Now, she does go with her husband, so she can be researching while he's doing the bidding and prepare ahead of time if you can. So that's what I think she's doing that's really helping her at these auctions. Preparation with opportunity can produce great finds. And you don't really have to do the offer feature to get sales, because if somebody watches your item, you can send an offer. But personally, I believe in the offer feature. I don't know if she promotes her listings. I have no way of telling. That's one thing I cannot find when I'm analyzing a reseller. And as far as our age difference, I don't think it matters one bit. It's a matter of how much you enjoy the process, how much you enjoy the research. If you have one of those minds that just wants to learn and grow and expand your knowledge, that's all it takes. Age is completely irrelevant. Although she's really good at 80s and 90s things that I'm not. But I can still research, and so can you. If you like this video, I appreciate a thumbs up, and check out the affiliate links in the description below this. We also have Buy a Cup of Coffee. YouTube wouldn't let me put a direct link in the description box, but I have Buy a Cup of Coffee, and if you go to our About page, our YouTube About page, you will see the very bottom under links, Buy a Cup of Coffee. And thank you again to those of you who have bought us a cup of coffee, and we truly appreciate that too. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Vicki with Avante Avenue, and Mark and I will see you soon.